So, hey everybody, this is a few days late, but this will be my tutorial of White Christmas for the uke, the way I play it. It's not that hard of a song to play, and again, it's one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time. And a couple videos ago, or last video I posted was me singing to my dog, Hallie, and she seemed to enjoy it, so hope you guys enjoy it too. So I'll play through the song once. I'm going to sing along for the first verse and play an instrumental version, and then go over both the chords that I strum as well as the things I do for the instrumental part. Now I'm playing it in standard tuning, so C, E, G, A, but in the last video I tuned everything up a half step because my vocal range is more suited to that, so hopefully it sounds okay with it being in standard tuning. So here is White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. So that's the song. Again, very relaxing song in my opinion. I love playing this. So the song is in the key of G. This version is, and I'll start with just the first verse, I suppose. So the chord progression, again, it's not too bad. It's first a G chord, and then you play a C chord, but I play it with my middle finger on third of the A string, index on third of the E string, and then ring finger on fourth of the C string. I leave the G string open, and what you do was down strum, slide down, down strum, slide down strum, slide back up, and then an A minor chord. So A minor, but then you also add on ring finger on third of the A string. So you play a typical A minor chord, and then add on, either with your middle or ring finger, the third of the A string. And then you bar the second fret, and this is a D major 7 chord. So I put a bar and then pinky finger on the fourth of the A string, down strum, and then I play a D major chord by sliding it to the 5th fret of the A string. So G's. And then A minor. And then D major 7, slide pinky to D. And then C chord. Just like the ones I used to know, So C major chord, and then you play a C minor chord, but I play it this way. You can either bar the second fret, the third fret, leaving the G string open, and then you go to a G chord after. So C, just like the C minor ones I used to, and then G, to know. Or you can play the C minor chord by using your 3 fingers, index on 2nd fret of C, 2nd fret of the E with your middle finger, 3rd fret of the E, I'm sorry, and then 3rd fret of the A with your ring finger, and then G chord. And then you play A minor chord, and then D, A minor, D. So you can either play it with 3 fingers for the D, or if you like barring, you can do that too. And then where the treetops glisten is a G to a G7 chord. And then you play C major, and children listen. And again, it's a C major chord to a C minor chord. So, and then G to hear. And then you play C. And then if you want to add that on too, you can. You play down strum on the C chord, and then 2nd fret of the A string, then open A, and then open G. And then you play a minor chord, and then D. And that's the chords. Now the next part will be more of an instrumental version. A lot of it's going to be the same, so that'll be easy. But we'll make a few adjustments here and there, and at the very end, I'm going to go over one of my favorite ways to end Christmas songs, and that's with the jazzy jingle bells ending. So it's something like this. So that'll be toward the end. So this is the more instrumental part. So again, start with the G chord, down strum. So what I'm doing here is a down strum G chord. And then again, in previous tutorials I've gone over how I personally finger pick. And I anchor with my pinky. My thumb handles the G and C strings, my index finger handles the E string, and my middle finger plays the A string. So that's only one way to finger pick though. There are other ways, but that just works for me. But this part, down strum on a G chord, and then my thumb plays C, and then index plays E, and then so C, E, C. Then I take my middle finger off the of the chord on my left hand, and then I play open A with my middle finger on my right hand, and then I hammer on with my left hand to create that sound. And that alternating thumb and index finger is going to be how I play a lot of these chords for the instrumental part. And then back to the C chord, again, just all down strums. Well, each down strum you go down a fret, then up a fret, and then you play that A minor chord, A, and then you add on middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Then that D major 7 chord, you bar, and then pinky on the 4th fret of the A string, and then down strum, and then you slide the pinky to the 5th fret of the A string, and then down strum. And you play C chord, then open E, then 2nd fret of the E, and then 3rd fret of the E. And then you play a modified C minor chord, but notice it's only 2 fingers, not that bad. So C, then open E, 2nd of the E, 3rd of the E, and that modified C minor chord is just index on the 3rd fret of the C string, middle finger on 3rd fret of the E string, and you leave everything else open, down strum. And then keeping that C minor chord the way it is, you play the E string, and then you move down, 2nd of the E string, open E, and then G chord. C minor. And then you play, you can finger the G chord, but the next note in the melody is just going to be a solitary D note, which would be the 2nd fret of the C string. And then that same as before. And then you play A minor, and then you play D. So here, for the next part of the song, so G chord, but you leave the middle finger off the chord, play 3rd frets of the E string, open A, then put that middle finger back on the G chord and strum, down strum. And then you switch to a G7 chord. And after you down strum the G7 chord, you go all the way up to the 7th fret, and you just bar the C, E, and A strings, leaving the G string open, and down strum. And then you just play the 5th frets of the A string. So after you go from here, you just play a C major chord, except you don't play the A string. What I do is I take my thumb, index, and middle fingers, and I just strum or pluck the C, E, and G strings. I don't play the A string at all. And then I play that modified C minor chord. Or you can also play a C minor chord where you bar, again, that 3rd fret, leaving the G string open. And then I use my index and middle fingers to play the C and E strings. And then I use my pinky. I down strum, pinky on the 5th fret, I take my pinky off, and then a G chord. So I'm gonna play that part through, but slowly. Watch my fingers. G chord, G7 chord, and then I go all the way, 7th fret, G string open, and then just 5th fret of the A string. And then C, but I don't play the A string. And then C minor chord, pinky on the 5th, take pinky off, and then back to G. So this part, A minor chord, A, and then you add the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And then you play the 2nd of the A string, open A. And then I can play all open strings here. And then you play a D chord, except you only put the index finger on 2nd of the C string, middle finger on 2nd of the E string. And then you play a bar D chord. Or you can also end it with this. Using my thumb and index finger on, again, that modified D chord, I play C and E strings, add on the middle finger to the 3rd of the E string, and then I play thumb on the C string, and then middle finger on the open A string, and then G. And the song's going to repeat itself. And then you end with that jazzy Jingle Bells ending. It's a G chord. So you down strum G chord, and the middle finger will strum the A string twice. And then G7. Same thing, down strum, middle finger will strum. And you play with a C major 7 chord. So just middle finger on the 2nd of the A string, down strum. You slide to the 5th, and just play that one note with your middle finger. Play C minor. And then just play open A. And then you end. You can slide that C minor chord down 2 frets. And this is actually a G major 7 chord. So, all in all. And then G major 7. So that's a long tutorial. Hopefully it's not too long, but I wanted to break down as much as I could of how I'm playing my parts, both instrumental and chord-wise. Christmas is less than 2 weeks, actually, 13 days from today's date, so it's still pertinent to play Christmas music, I think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you want more videos, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. If you have any requests for a specific song, just let me know in the comments below. And Again, guys, practice. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and good luck. All right, take care.